My name is David Daroff. I'm a counselor with the Marriage Recovery Center. And today I'd like to talk to you about having reasonable expectations for the healing process of your marriage. You know, for years, as a pastor, people would come to me that had fallen in love and they would ask me to marry them. And I usually would agree, but I wanted them to go through some kind of marriage counseling. And so I usually would offer them some kind of testing procedure, and I would get some kind of profile back, and it almost always would say to us that, oh look, this is a vitalized couple. They are so much in love and agreeing on everything, and it's all going to be good. And so I would say that they put on rosy tinted glasses and they would be heading down this road without realistically looking at what was going on for them. Sometimes they would come back a few years later and they would say, I don't know what's gone wrong, everything's wrong, I think I married the wrong person, and they don't really want to stay in the marriage anymore. Sometimes they feel obligated. And so what you see in the beginning is actually what would worry me, because we need to look clearly and realistically at what needs to happen. In James chapter 4, it asks us this question: what causes fights and quarrels among you? Don't they come from the desires that battle within you? Emotional connection, I would tell you, is really the gasoline in the tank of a relationship. So we need to listen to emotions, and it would be reasonable to expect that we don't listen to them very much. Sometimes when I see a couple at an intensive, they think that we just need to fix everything that's wrong. That's a lot of pressure on a counselor. Now, I believe that each of us needs to take charge of our emotions and our behaviors and come together to make a marriage work. That would be a realistic expectation. What would be appropriate to do, I expect, in an intensive is that you need a time and place to really sit and listen and to talk things through. A safe place where you can share deeper feelings. An intensive gives us time to assess what has happened and what's gone wrong. And I would expect for you to recall the things that have gone on and to really feel it, probably some tears along the way. That would be reasonable, and I would hope that counseling might bring you to a place that you can make a change and head for the process, not the destination, of having a healthy marriage. I say process, not destination. We would like a healthy marriage, but it is a daily work. I think it's realistic to expect that you will have to clean up your side of the street. Making accusations and expecting them to change everything is not realistic. You need to come to an intensive expecting that we can fix ourselves, we cannot fix them. We need to expect to be disappointed if that's what we're hoping for. If you are in process of changing some of the vital things that you need to change, expect that you need to be challenged. Realistically, an intensive therapy session is a place to start a process and being fully alive and fully aware. An intensive can be of help if you are not demanding and expecting that they need to make all the changes. Let me suggest to you that the Bible kind of knows how we're put together, and it tells us that we need the fruit of the Spirit, which is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, and self-control. People who come to marriage with those qualities will find more success. So let me make a few suggestions that I think might be reasonable expectations. I would say, don't try to change your partner's personality. They are who they are. They don't need to change. They need to get better. The second thing is, remember the positive aspects of your partner and their personality, the things that attracted you to them in the first place. Celebrate those. I tell couples all the time, you need to give your spouse 3 positive strokes for every negative thing you might say. So that means 1, 2, 3 really good things, and then I can mention something that maybe I would like to see different, or something that's not so good. Don't be focused on the negative. The third thing I would suggest is that you need to be responsible for yourself. You need to learn that your behaviors need to be presented positively, and that you need to contribute all the time to the relationship to make it good. And finally, I would suggest that your personality and the differences that from your spouse's personality can be strengths. They don't need to be weaknesses. That you can help each other, and you can become together in united thinking and talking and in peace and not in contention. I hope that helps you some. I hope you can understand that reasonable expectations can lead to good results, where unreasonable expectations will lead you to disappointment and bad results. Thank you for listening. Walk together in agreement.